Okay, here we are inside the car. We got good focus. Okay, let's start the car up. Contact. Wait for the infotainment system to initialize. Alrighty. Put it into reverse. And ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you for watching and welcome to another episode of James DIY Garage. Remember when I said that my car just won't break down? Well, something broke. Got in the car to go to work the other morning and put it in reverse and noticed the backup camera was blacked out. The screen was black when I put it in reverse. The backup camera's not working. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pull the trunk lid cover and expose the connector. I've already talked to the parts pros here in Rancho Cordova, Sacramento, and they have one available, but he wasn't 100% sure he'd be in this morning. So I'm going to take the lining off, expose the connector, and then I'm going to drive down. I'm going to call him up. If he's there, I'm going to drive down there and I'm going to plug their camera in and see if it works. If it works, we fixed it. If it doesn't, there's another issue that I'm going to have to figure out. So with that, let's get started removing the liner. Okay, first I'm going to remove this cover on both sides. There are little clips right here. All you do is stick a screwdriver in there and pull it like that, and the clip comes off like that. Okay, you've got 3 of them on each side, so let's do that. There's 2. Those clips there. Okay, next we have to remove this. It's got 2 Phillips, and then we got all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 of these buttons that we have to remove, and this should come right off. That, and we're good to go. The cover has been taken off. Alright, here is the connector for the backup camera. We simply pull the plug like so. Then we can plug the new camera into here. I've already done some preliminary troubleshooting. Like, I've already unplugged this once before and tested it. Still didn't work. I pulled the negative battery terminal for 30 seconds, plugged it, hooked it back up. Still didn't work. So we'll see if doing plugging the new camera into here, if it works, great, we've solved the problem. If not, then it's going to be between here. It's going to be in the wiring, or it could even be in the connector behind the screen. I hope it's not that, because I really don't want to pull that. This is easy. That's a little bit more difficult. So now it's time to give the guy a call, and if he's there, run on over there. It's about a 40-minute drive.
2 hours later.
Here's the part right there, the new camera. Ouch! Dang it. Anyhow, that's smart. Okay, so we're going to unplug this. Do it with my right hand. Come on, you. Come on out there. There we go. Unplugged it. There we go. Then we're going to take this one here, and we're going to plug this one in here. go. Make sure we get it in right. Okay, that's plugged in. There we are. So let's go start the car. And then put it into reverse and see if it works. Okay. Contact. There we go. Okay. Wait for it to initialize. Okay. Put it in reverse. Let's see what happens. Hey, it works. Fantastic. Now we're going to install the camera into the trunk lid. Now that we know it works. Setting the car down. I got that part from the Parts Pros. Here's the invoice. Here's what I paid for it. It was a local purchase. If you buy them online, they're going to be significantly more expensive. Here's Parts Pros information right here, if you can read that. And I'll put a link to their, or I'll put a information for them in the description below. They also sold me the brake master cylinder when I did my master cylinder replacement. That came from them at a really good price of $50. Here's the old one here. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the T30 Torx up here. And I'm going to, these usually come out, once you loosen them up, you can just use the extension with the torque bit to hand thread them out. I highly do not recommend using power tools on this because this is plastic. Oops. Bolt gravity. This is plastic and it will break. Using power tools, just do it by hand only. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove it from this license plate bulb connector here from the mount. I'm going to use this little tiny screwdriver here because it's got a snap in there. And just, there we go. And then just remove that like that. Then we disconnect this. Then we disconnect the camera. Now let's take those bolts, those nuts off. You need a deep 10mm socket with an extension. Once you loosen those nuts up, you can take them off by hand. One. That's it. And you just remove them by hand. This is a real easy job. Not hard at all. If your backup camera goes out on you, you don't need to sweat it. It's an easy job. So now what you need to do is those snaps that I told you about, you push them together and it comes right off like that. By the middle, the other snap, feel around with your hand, find it. There it is. There. Guide the wires out. And there you go. And I'm taking it out. Now it's time to replace the camera. Use a screwdriver. Take the 2 screws off. See the 2 screws? Take these 2 screws out. Pull the camera out. There we go. Okay. Take the new camera. Put the new camera in. Screws. Oops. Trusty magnetic screwdriver. Plug it in. Next screw. Again, I do not recommend using power tools here. Do this all by hand. Make sure they're good and tight, not too tight because you don't want to break the plastic. They're good and tight so that the you get a seal on the O-ring. Now we got the camera in. We can thread it back through here. This goes here. This goes right here. And the bolt. And stick it right on there. Alright, so now we're going to put the nuts on. Thread them by hand. One. Two. Take the bolts. Put these in. Careful, don't cross thread. Okay, let's tighten these up. Not too tight because they're plastic. Just enough, just tight enough to get a good seal around the edges of the license plate leg cover here. Okay, then we do the nuts inside. Tighten those up. Too tight, because again, plastic brakes. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we plug things in. Let's plug the camera in. Let's stick this on its mount here. There. Plug it in. There. We're all plugged in. We're all tight. Okay. Now, let's go test it out. Okay, here we are inside the car. We got good focus. Okay, let's start the car up. Contact. Wait for the infotainment system to initialize. Ready? Put it into reverse. And boom, hey, it works. Fantastic. So, let's put it back in the drive. And let's shut the car down. Boom. Okay. Now, it's time to put everything back together again. upside down. I hope I'm not making this look too easy, but it is easy. Go. And we're done. Yeah, gotta show up in front of the Maserati. Well, as you can see, it's all installed. I just gotta put my tools away. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and smashing that like button, because it gets me up in the ratings and it gets the video in front of other people who would like to see how to replace the rear view backup camera on their Maserati Ghibli. Appreciate you watching. Until the next video, bye.